Hello, in this video we're going to talk about TurboTax. First I'm going to tell you who this is for. This is the home and business version. Then we'll briefly talk about all the versions of TurboTax, and then we'll just go through this and just play with the interface so you see how wonderful this is. As a quick disclaimer, I'm probably supposed to say this, but I'm not a tax professional. I'm just a person who uses TurboTax every single year. So the home and business version is for people who have self-employment income. For people who have a very basic tax situation, you can probably get by with basic. If you have something where you have a basic situation, but you want to try to get some more deductions, they sell the deluxe version. Also, that one's available with a state return as well. If you have any type of investment income, maybe you traded some stocks, in that case, you're going to want Premier. And again, that one's available also with state taxes. Make sure that your version has state taxes if you need to do those. And the home and business is for people who have self-employment income. And then there's one called business. Most people don't know about this one. So TurboTax Business is if you need to file taxes on behalf of a corporation or a partnership. Okay, so that's TurboTax Business. Home and business will let you do stuff like just if you're filing like as a sole proprietor, or maybe you have a single member LLC, in which case it's pass-through income, in which case you could use this. Okay, so now that you know what each version is for, let's go ahead and go through this so you can see how nice this interface is. And this is something I buy every single year. I've been using this for at least 12 years or longer. So my name is the Math Sorcerer, and I bought this early. I'm still in 2021. So if you're watching this, you're in the future. It says here, give a shorter version of my name. Okay, let's just go with math, all in lowercase. And my occupation is a sorcerer. That's what I do. And no, I was not in the armed forces. My zip code, I live in Beverly Hills, which is not true. 90210. That's the show, right? So yes, I was a resident of the state of California, which is not true. I've never been to Beverly Hills. And my birthday, I was born February 1st, 1901. I'm really old, as a sorcerer should be. And no one can claim me as a dependent. So you see how easy it is to use this. It's very, very easy. It always asks you this, whether you were blind or some other things here. Continue. Then it asks you if you were married. I'll say I'm single. And it asks you if you made money in other states. I think that's important due to state taxes, perhaps. Again, I'm not a tax expert, so I'm just a regular person who uses this every year. I have no kids, let's say. And you can decide to change it if you want. It gives you all kinds of options. And let's just go with that. And I'll skip my address if I can, skip my social security number. And you can see you can skip stuff, which is really nice. So there's a couple sections here. So this one has the business, because this is the home and business. I'm pretty sure if you get like the deluxe or even perhaps the premier, I don't think it will have these tabs because it's not for people who have self-employment income. One of the nice things about TurboTax Home and Business is that you have options here. So walk me through everything or choose what to work on, is you can enter things and play with it. For example, you can enter expenses and stuff like that. So if you buy it early, you might say, hey, maybe I should buy this, piece of machinery for my equipment. How is that going to affect my taxes? And you can enter the numbers in here and you can play with it. Is it worth spending, whatever amount, $500 on this equipment for my business? What kind of tax break am I going to get? And TurboTax does it all for you. Let's just go here to business income and expenses. Let's click start. So sole proprietorship, self-employment, small business, or homemade business. It says, but before you say yes, if you have a corporation, partnership, or multi-member LLC, you need to use TurboTax Business. So that's something I really want to emphasize, right? So in that case, you're going to need TurboTax Business. So I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure if you choose to file as an S corporation, in that case, since it's a corporation and it's a separate entity, you'll probably need to use TurboTax Business. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure you do. So I'm going to click yes. And let's just say I use my name for my business. And I'll skip that. Didn't pay employees. Don't have an EIN. Continue. skip my business code. I use the cash method. Let's say no 1099 payments. I'm trying to get to the part where I enter some expenses here. So business profile, here we go, business income. So let's just say I have general income. Let's just say I have $20,000 of business income. So let's click continue. And look at that. You see right there, that's what happens. It tells you how much money you owe. So it will tell you, so if I have $20,000 of business income, apparently I owe this much money to the IRS. So obviously you also have expenses. So if we go to expenses, let's just go to other common business expenses. Oh, the home office expense. I won't go through all of this because it takes a while. But if you have a home office, this will take you through everything. You actually enter the square footage of your home office and everything. And so you have to have a part of your home that you use exclusively for your business. And there's all kinds of IRS rules. And I think that TurboTax is really good about that. So I'll just say yes, yes. This home office is your principal place of business. Yes. Good news, you qualify for the home office deduction. And so there's all kinds of formulas, I believe, where like they take into apart like a percentage of your bills. I mean, it's really, if you did something that affects like your entire household, that gets deducted somehow. And TurboTax does it all for you. So my office, continue. And let's just say, yes, I lived in the same place. And let's say, right, only for this business? Yes. Did I share it? No, I did not share it. And let's say you own the home, or let's say we rent the home. Let's make it a little bit easier. And right, okay. No, I guess they need some information about, let's just say the first day of business was the first day of 2020. And in 2021, how many months did you use? All 12, let's say. And it says space used in your home for the storage of inventory or product samples may qualify for a larger home. So I'll say no, but so that's something to consider. And this is pretty cool. You see, so you enter the size of your home office, and then you can just enter like the size of your home. So I'll just say the home is 1,200 square feet, just making it up. And let's just say that you spent 100% of your time doing business in your home office. And then it says, how did you enter home office expenses for 2020? And I entered the actual expenses. I'll do that. And then I'll enter actual expense with the office expense expert. Let's do that. And so it tells you here some stuff about what you can deduct and stuff. I won't read it because it will take forever. So, and it says, do I have expenses that apply only to the home office? So this is important. If you have expenses that only apply to your home offices, there are two types of home office expenses. Those that apply to the entire home and those that apply only to the home office. Expenses that apply only to the home office are not common. Examples are repairs that were made only to the office, interest on a loan for a home office remodel. So yeah, so things that were really specific to that. So I'm going to put no, and let's say entire home rent paid. Say you pay $2,000 a month. Let's say I believe that's the monthly rent. Maybe. I think it is. We'll prorate that amount based on the percentage of your home that was, I'm pretty sure it's monthly. And then fill in the total expenses for your entire home. We'll prorate. Oh, I think they might want, let's look at some examples here. Yeah, I think they might want the entire, year. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure it's the entire year. So instead of 2,000, let's try entering 24,000. Again, I'm not positive on this. That seems a little bit better. Entire home utilities. So let's just say it's 1,200. I'm pretty sure it's the entire year. So it says here, if you have a home office for your business, you can deduct a portion of your utilities. Examples include gas and electric. Yeah, it must be for the entire year because it doesn't say monthly. And then I'm assuming, and then home office utilities, these are not common. Like if you have separate utilities, for example, I guess if you had like a separate internet connection or something for your home office or something. For example, a ceramic artist has a kiln in his office. 90% of his entire utility bill is caused by using the kiln. Interesting. So yeah, specific things that you use specifically for your home office, apparently. So Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? And you can enter repairs. Here you can enter repairs for the entire home, right? So say you spent $10,000 on a new roof, and look what happens when I enter that. That number goes down, right? So all kinds of things you can do. Before I end this video, because I know it's probably long, and if you're still with me, awesome. Another really cool thing you can do with TurboTax is, and this doesn't apply just to this one, is you can decide whether or not you should contribute to an IRA, because you can go down here. Where's the IRA? There it is. And you can enter contributions. And sometimes you don't qualify, right? It depends on your income. But TurboTax does all that for you. So you'll know, like you enter the number, and if your refund goes up, then it worked. And if it doesn't, then you know that there's no point in contributing, because I'm pretty sure you have, I think, usually you have until a certain day in this case, 2022, to contribute to your IRA. So everything you could possibly want is in this product. This is the Home and Business. I just bought this maybe an hour ago. I buy it every year. I think it's worth it. If you're looking for something to do your taxes and you have self-employment income, this is really good. There are deductions that you don't even know exist. And because of TurboTax, you become aware of them. Like, really? I can do that? So I think it's definitely worth it. It's a shame taxes are so complicated that we have to spend money on tax software. But I think it's awesome, and I'm happy it exists, because it's a reality, right? We all have to do our taxes, and this makes a complicated thing much, much easier. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Good luck.